Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm shooting in the wood shop just because the weather's turned cold here in Northern California, and it's getting on for 4:30 now, and so I wanted to shoot a quick video. It's not going to be a long one, this one. Just a couple of things I've noticed as I've been working on the subframe. So yeah, it's a nicer environment down here, a little better lit, especially this time of day. So I've been cleaning these control arms up. This is the upper control arm. I was able to remove that extra bolt bushing as well. I did much the same, set it in the vise and broke that free, making sure that that hadn't any excess wear on it. And also to reassemble these with the seals in, you have to have it out. So I had to take it out, and yeah, it was really good and tight in there. So a couple of things I've noticed. First of all, the control arms are all in good shape. There's no warping or any damage, any cracks that I've noticed. But as far as the pivot points, this is the lower one, and this is for the upper one. The bolts on the side like this, and then pivot. So I'm going to get in for a closer shot on this, just so you can see what I'm talking about. As I was saying, these are the upper control arm points that basically go in like this. Obviously you have seals here, that gets bolted on like that, and these two bolt bushings get screwed in from the sides. Now, first things I noticed that these two look the same, but they're not. So you've got one that goes in there, okay, that's a little tight at the moment because it's dry, and then one that goes in there, okay, and these aren't the same size. I think one's a 20, just give you a little demo. One's a 20.9, see? So it's different size, that side. Now why they did that, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. But so that goes, so they are different sizes. One's 29.9 mil and one's 30.9, I believe, because I'm ordering some new ones. I'll tell you why in just a second. So that's the same on the lower control arm as well. They're two different sizes each side. Again, I'm really not sure why. So as far as condition wise, these guys are in pretty decent shape. I've been checking the threads and everything, you know, to make sure that there's no excessive wear or anything like that. It's a little bit of a shiny spot on one side here. But I've been holding it up to the light to check the quality of the thread, you know, make sure there's not any wear. So these I think will be fine. I am ordering some new ones of these guys, because I think these are going to be the wear item here. I'm not sure that there is a little tiny, get that one there. Obviously this gets grease pumped into it for lubrication. Hopefully you can see this all right. It's good enough light in here. Yeah. So there's a Zerk fit in here. It gets pumped into here. There's a seal that sits here to stop all the grease falling out. There's a tiny little bit of play there. Now, maybe one of you can let me know what the tolerances are. There's a little bit of play, and I'm assuming there should be a little bit so that the grease can work its way through. If this was dead solid, I wouldn't have thought that the grease could work its way through. But anyway, maybe someone can let me know. But I am ordering some new ones of these. They're not particularly expensive. I think about 20 bucks each. Now, so that's the top one. Both of these seem to appear to be in very good shape. No excessive wear or anything like that. That being said, you know, when it was on the car, one of the bolts I think had stretched, so I'm ordering new mounting bolts. So that's that. I don't know about you, I always like to visualize it. So that's why I'm really making this video, so you can see how it all works, you know. So that's that. Now, as far as the lower control arm pivot, let me see if I can get you in. Now, let me see. So I zoom in on this one. Okay, so I don't know whether you can see a shiny spot right here. I think you probably can. Now, I don't know whether it's coming out on camera, but holding this up to the light, so there's a strong light behind you, so it defines the teeth. It's heavily worn in this point here. And that's obviously down to poor lubrication or no lubrication whatsoever. So, as this has been, you know, bouncing up and down that road of theirs, or where, you know, general use, I guess, it was probably set about like that, and it's grinding and grinding, and no grease in there. So this one, I have ordered a new one of these OEM. I've ordered actually two new ones of these. I've ordered two new ones of these because that's not really acceptable, obviously, and you don't want to put it all back with that going on. So what I'm getting to, really, this shows the how serious it is. You really need to make sure you grease these Zerk fittings, you know, because they don't give these things away. I can tell you, they're not cheap, and you can see the setup now, how to grease them and what's happening in here, and the amount of, you know, toing and froing, you know, as it's doing its business. So that's with the control arm pivot pins, I suppose that's what you call them. Now this is the lower bolt for the Kingpin. Now this goes in the side, got a castle nut there, and a cotter pin goes through it here. And again, this one, I'll replace both of these, but this one doesn't look in bad shape actually. I think it's probably passable. You know, it might be a fractional wear here, but let me zoom out again a bit. It might be a fractional wear here, but I'm going to replace that anyway. But this one, okay, I think that's a better shot, and with the white background you'll get to see it. Now you can see the teeth on the top here along there. Now as I rotate it, you'll be able to see where they're dipped down there, just there. See, it is practically worn away, so that's no good, is it? So see that, leave that out of the background. So as you can see, there's no definition to the threads there. I turn it round, you should be able to see some definition there. So it's obviously worn heavily in this area, so we've got to out this one. This is no good. Look at that. Make sure you lubricate. These ones, not bad at all, those. So I think that's about it really for this one. It was just a quickie to really give you a visual idea of what's going on with the suspension. So make sure you get out there. Like I say in the previous video, there's 14 of these little Zerk lubrication points that you need to get to, and it's supposed to be, I think, every 3,000 miles, and I can't say I'm altogether up on that on my two 108s sitting up there. So that's something definitely I'll be doing in the next couple of weeks. I did it about probably a year and a half ago, and because I've got two cars, I probably put around 3,500, 4,500 miles on them a year. Well, at least the 4.5. So that's definitely one that I'll be attending to. So that's it for this short video of the review of the control arm points. I'll probably be doing, because winter's coming now, I'll probably be doing more videos down in the wood shop, you know, taking these sort of things. These, I've got airline, I can run my airline, which is actually underground, almost 200 feet to the car shop underground, so I can use that compressor. And I can run all my air tools, so, and it's warmer in here with the fire going as well. So I'm going to finish off cleaning up the other control arms, get them all prepped for paint. I got the rust encapsulator through the mail today, so I'll be using the platinum rust encapsulator on all these metal parts, and then the satin extreme chassis black for protection. And people have suggested doing powder coating. Obviously that's a more durable finish and probably more appropriate finish, I guess, or more, well, just more durable. But you know, I figure you got to draw the line somewhere. You know, these were painted before and it lasted 50 years, and so the paints and the you know, the rust encapsulator, everything is much better quality nowadays. But and it's something I can do myself. And I'd rather put that money that would have gone to powder coating into something else, other parts for the car that are going to be needed, that I have no choice, that I have to buy. So put the money into, you know, new brakes, all the obviously other airbags I've got to buy, certainly the engine mounts, and I'm also looking at replacing all the airlines as well, you know, making my own. I'll buy a flaring tool and get going on that. But what I may do is make some kind of a holding yoke for the whole unit. Once it's all painted and all really nice, you know, have a yoke that can sit on top of the jack and hold it steady and clamped in place while we jack it up and reinstall it. But that's a long ways away, because obviously I've got welding to do under the arch. I've got the repair near the steering gearbox to attend to. That's probably the next thing I'll be getting to, because I can't go much further without doing that. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe and the like button if you like what you see, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Take care.